Hello and welcome back to Ministry of Madness. Please be warned that this is an 18+ channel with adult content and views. No responsibility is held by the host for words or views of others. Please, viewer discretion advised and warning has been given. If you are a bit snowflakey or a complete melty cunt, then please just leave and save yourself from the fucking hurty words or views of panelists. Thank you.
Some people say that wearing a condom reduces sensitivity. Today I would like to put that to the test with the help of my two assistants.
Feel that? Feel that? How's that for sensitivity? How's that feel?
Gentlemen, this is not the scientific way to test the sensitivity of a condom. This is the way to test the sensitivity of a condom. Don't you agree, Dr. Alexandra?
Absolutely, doctor.
That's what I call sensitive.
Morning. Morning, Peggy. Morning, John and Kendra. Yeah. Jesus and the twin yokels, Trump or Biden. I think you can see mine. Yeah. I don't know how many lost souls will be in this morning. Loads have been up all night watching Grips. He's been smashing it. So, morning, Fact. Morning, Matt. Morning, my side. So, a lot of people will be heading up the Wooden Hills to Bedfordshire now, I expect. Getting their heads down because it was, I think Grips did an all-night long one. Morning, Trap. Morning, Humble. Yeah, I wasn't planning on any sort of live, but Gripper asked if I was going live, and Mrs. has gone for an hospital appointment this morning, so I got an hour or two on this computer, so, you know. Morning, Michelle. Morning, Robert. So, yeah, Mrs. gone for all the way to Cardiff just for a fucking blood test, which is absolutely pathetic. As a district nurses can do it. So, yeah, I should be online looking for fucking cars, but I'm here instead. What is all right? Yeah, I watched the start of Grips last night and then got my head down early-ish. I was fooked, but you know, just keeping an eye on it. I was watching some telly, catching up on some rugby league, and keeping an eye on the missus. So, but yeah, fucking. She had to be up from 6:30 for hospital transport, so that meant we were both up at 6. And they didn't even come till fucking 8:30, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it looks like Grips was a good full-on live stream. Big up to everyone who stayed up all night and is still up now. I couldn't do it. I can't do it very often. All-nighters. Even when I'm out fishing or camping, as soon as there's any sort of comfortable seating or any sort of fire, that's me asleep, that is. Gone. Morning, Emery.
How are you, Ministry, to boot me when you're not booting them? You, Charlie!
Oh, dear. Oh, It looks like Bright 777 is around. Yeah, I watched about first half hour of the Love Train, and then I got my head down. So yeah. Same one was on Grips earlier when it, that's from a clip of Bright from Zara's live about week and a half, 2 weeks ago. It was on Zara's, Rob. I don't know if it's still up, but he was shouting at Joe. He was having a complete fucking complete meltdown about at Joe. And me and Zara were on panel as well, so he was looking to us for some sort of I don't know, backup, I suppose, support. Morning, Paul. Yeah, he went full on. It was early morning. He went full on fucking Radio Rental. He did. That'll be a no, Michelle. I kicked him off the other night because he fucking, when I did a late one, because he came on panel. Ultra was on panel and a few others, and Bright fucked off over to Chris the Bricks. Went on Chris's panel or in the chat and was talking shite and made Chris come over to mine, the cheeky little bastard. So I kicked him off. He was ejected, straight red card. Fucking stupid little git. Well, he just went over there saying Ultra's on Ministry's panel, Ultra's on Ministry's live, Ultra's on his panel. Fucking. Oh. Well, fucking knobhead. Morning, Anxiety X. Oh, you haven't been blocked, have you? Morning, Cheeky. Yeah, I had to deal with Bright swiftly the other night. Morning, Peter. Yeah. Oh, I wasn't tolerating him going over to other people's panels causing fucking trouble, especially people that I fucking get on with, you know what I mean? It's that's a bit silly. Oh, Michelle, I know. But, you know, the parodies are allowed. I gave Society McBeggar a verbal yellow card the other night because of aiming comments at Jamie, which it's not on really. If Jamie's come to enjoy the stream, it's fair enough. I don't mind the parodies. I've said myself, even my own ones, even though a couple of my own go around trying to cause me trouble, they don't do it in my chat. They're not really causing me any problems because people know it's not me. So, morning, Paul Voss. How do you get a card? I can just give you a yellow card if you want one.
Oh dear, it seems as if you have earned 5 minutes on the naughty step wearing a fucking dunce's cap. Yellow card for fuck's sake. Big up all the keyboard warriors hiding in mummy's vagina.
Yeah, that's a freebie, just because the Women's World Cup's on. That's a freebie. And a bell on the end. Well, that's one of the yellow cards. I think I might have another one, but it hasn't got a bell on it.
Will you just chill the fuck out as you are giving the Ministry ball ache and are one click away from the cunty step? And furthermore, you are being unnecessarily loud and fucking obnoxious, so bastard, chill out for fuck's sake, please.
Oh, that one won a yellow card. I've got another one somewhere. Oh, yeah, it's private therapy is available, McBag. 50p an hour. I love you, Sadness. Morning. Morning, Vincent. Mention Yay parodies and they shall appear. That's a wicked fucking avatar you got there. I really like that one. I like that one. Yeah, have that one if you want it as well. Yeah, I haven't really branded my cards enough lately. Yeah. Oh, if I was a postman, fact, I'd be doing it all the time. You know, picking. Yeah, you can tell what's fucking cards. Can't you pick them up, give them a shake, see if there's any money in them. You know, it's all good. Big up, Rob. Morning, Van Gogh. No. It's only in extreme circumstances people get blocked there. McBeg, you know, warnings fly first. It takes something, you know, very, very naughty to be said, or doxy, or, you know, doxing earns you a straight red card. Any of that sort of nonsense. Morning, Stevie. Big up, Grips. Yeah, I'm wondering how today's going to go on the tube, because it's been pretty quiet during the day the last few days. So I don't know whether it's just more night owls about. I don't know. I might have to. I know I did a late one the other night, but I might have to force myself to stay up one night just to see what all the fucking all the shenanigans are going on, because I miss it all. I miss it all unless I catch up on clipping channels. Morning, Louise. Well, new babushka, eh? Yeah. I think Jason found some love on Grips, I think. I don't know, maybe. I missed it. Just replying to a message I left someone last night about an Audi. Never owned one, but needs must. Audi estate. Might go and have a look at it at some point. I'll have to scab a lift off somebody. Sorry, I'm just replying to a message again a minute. Yeah, have to arrange transport to Bristol. Older car than what I'd necessarily want, but big enough to put fucking dogs in the back and big enough to put a wheelchair in the back. So that's what I need. Yeah, I've never owned an Audi. I've only ever owned one BMW, and that was an old E-Reg 3 Series. So, long time ago. But yeah, tempted by Audi. Just a 19 TDI. But there is there's an A4 estate S-Line down the road, but not too far away, but I'm a bit reluctant with an S-Line unless it's got full service history, because people give them a good fucking ragging, don't they? Especially if they haven't remapped. So, and the one in Bristol's one lady owned a car, so a bit older though. The one closer to me is 5 years newer, but like I say, it's an S-Line, so you don't know who's been if it's been ragged around or not. Nice avatar, Sadness. Nice. Morning, Mick. Morning, Andy. Yeah, both A4 estates. But there's a couple of Skodas, but they're in Bristol as well. So it looks as if I will be travelling to Bristol for a car. Yeah, there's a nice Volvo in Bristol, dealership that I'm tempted in. Yeah, Trap. I had a Merc not long ago, Merc Estate, and the fucking suspension collapsed doing 70. It was fucking... I loved it. I loved it, though. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The Volvo's an older one as well, but it's low miles for the year, and it's the 2-litre D, so V50. So it's a very nice car. Very nice. All the bells and whistles. Yeah, I'm a bit, still a bit fucking disappointed in my van. I really like my van, and there's no way of, realistically fucking replacing it. And I've looked at the recovery company, so my van's going to go straight to salvage auction in Bristol. Cheeky bastards. But there you go. Well, it looks like I keep looking at, I'm not so worried about MPGs and shit, but I'm looking at luxury. Heated seats and fucking all that and malarkey. I do like it. I do like my luxury cars, I've got to be honest. And I haven't had a proper decent armchair car for a little while. It's been vans, or my Merc was a sport, so it was pretty fucking hard suspension. Really hard suspension when it collapsed. Oh, definitely my side. I tried to buy I was looking to buy a van to half convert, but morning, Vincent.
Good morning, Ministry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm
That's
using.
that's that's just showing off. That is not a cloud in the sky.
Well, I noticed a few people said the weather was miserable, so here I am doing a bit of community service. I'm going to show you
It's
how
horrible.
this is the weather you could have won.
If you've got the answer right.
Yeah, if you've got the last question right, you could have had this weather. But you got the speedboat instead, and you live in Coventry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
Ministry, you were talking. I didn't want to
that's all
interrupt
right.
you.
I was just waffling about cars. I hate having to
Okay.
shop. I hate buying cars. I do because I look for
Yeah.
weeks and weeks and weeks, and I just can't decide on anything.
You like utility vehicles, don't you? You have the big doors and
Yeah,
the roomy things. Yeah.
yeah. I do need something with a good boot on it. You know, whether it be van or MPV or estate car.
Yeah. I bought a big vehicle not long ago for the very same reason. It's now full of bikes in the back, and that's how it's been ever since I owned it. It's like a two-seater.
Yeah, yeah. That was a good thing about the van. There was plenty of room in the back, even with the seats up. But if you just whip the seats out, you know, it's well, you could use it as a micro camper. It was long enough, so
Yeah, I saw a beautiful van the first day I got here, and it was the Mercedes vans, but it was a smaller version. It was just a good few feet shorter than the normal size Vito, Mercedes Vito.
yeah, yeah,
And he had it all open so you could see inside. It had a big single bed in there, and it looked amazing. All the modcons, cooker and so on, and
yeah,
it looked great. I was photographing it secretly because he didn't look very approachable. But
yeah. I do
yeah,
like the Mercedes vans, but even the Vitos, the MPV ones, they hold their money so well.
they do. And I've been looking for something that I can use to drive out to Seamerson, with like a single bed in it. So
Yeah,
rather than pulling up in a motorway services and getting a couple of hours, get a proper night's sleep in there and make the journey less dangerous.
yeah, yeah. My mate's got a long wheelbase VW Caddy, high top one, and he's just stripped it out. But that was set up as a camper. The back was a fold up bed, but it folded out into a small double. He had
Yeah,
diesel heater and everything in it. He's just stripped it out to respray the van. So, but he fitted all that inside the Caddy himself.
amazing.
Surprising what you can do.
Those caddies are tiny as well, really, aren't they? There's not
They are, yeah, yeah,
a lot of room. You have to move the passenger chair forward to have the full length because I'm 6'3", so I
yeah,
wouldn't lie down flat. The Crafters as well are amazing, but they're just too big. The Volkswagen Crafter.
yeah, yeah.
I've seen one of those as an entire home with shower, kitchen, oven, and so on, but just too big. You can't park anywhere with it.
Yeah, they seem to be extremely high. There's no pulling into a an out of the way car park with a height restriction barrier, or even taking it in to go shopping. You'll be lucky to get into a
Exactly.
supermarket.
Yeah, inner city parking is stuff you'd always have to park outside the city, and and get a bus in or something. So what are you looking for now, Ministry,
Um,
vehicle-wise?
well, vans are sort of. I would take a van if I could get one for the right price, but luxury estate cars I've been looking at and MPVs. So there's a couple of Audis I'm interested in.
The biggest estate car by volume is the Skoda Superb.
Yeah,
It has the most amount of boot space. It's enormous, and then the chairs go completely flat as well, which is long enough to lie in,
yeah,
for even somebody my size,
yeah.
and great reliability as well.
I've been looking at a few Octavias online, but they really do hold their money well as well.
They do well for that reason.
Yeah.
They're much sought after. They've won too many awards.
Yeah. But yeah, there's it's only the A419 TDI, but I wouldn't mind having a look at. That's in Bristol, and there's a dealership in Bristol that's got 3 or 4 cars that I wouldn't mind having a look at. So I'm probably going to try and arrange a lift for Monday or something and get over to Bristol.
The A6 as well would come in at a similar price.
Yeah.
Same engine. They're seriously underpowered, but they're hyper reliable. Those engines, the 1.9 TDI.
Yeah, that's what I need is the reliability, really, more than a bigger engined one.
So you had somebody crash into your van, didn't you? I thought you were in a vehicle the other day. I'm sure you were in another vehicle.
Yeah, my mate's work van.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sure you were driving. Like with all the windows behind you.
Oh yeah, it might have been a while ago. Yeah, my van got hit while stationary by a fucking coach. I had to chase up the coach company, then I had to chase up the insurance company, and I've been messed around by the fucking third party handlers. So I'm thinking about taking out no win, no fee claim against them. So
Have they accepted liability?
Yeah, full liability. Yeah, I had to send them my own CCTV footage to prove that their fucking coach had hit my van. But the coach was a write-off. It scaffolding as well and ripped out all the windows and window pillars on one side. And it was full of kids. The driver drove off, didn't leave his details, just drove off. Fucking absolutely sad state of affairs.
So has he been sacked? Surely.
He was sacked immediately on the spot.
Yeah, I would assume so. If they've accepted liability, your insurance should deal with it. Even if you haven't got the legal cover, they should deal with it completely. Don't go no win, no fee, because they'll take a sizable chunk.
Yeah, I've got legal cover, and one of them did contact me from my insurance because I obviously let them know what had happened. And a third party contacted me, and I told them sort of the score, but I had all the emails and text correspondence, but I didn't have any sort of invoices for loss of work. Obviously, I don't work fucking, so I've just been put out really by loss of vehicle and their attitude towards me, and they're going to get back to me. So, and that's through my insurance company. So
you'll struggle to. You should have hired a car straight away because that would have been covered. I assume you did.
No, they were supposed to supply me with a courtesy car, but the local enterprise, they said didn't have anything suitable, and this went on for 4 or 5 days until I told enterprise to fuck off. So I didn't want a disabled vehicle. I just wanted something big enough to put a folded up wheelchair in the back. You know what I mean? That's anything. That's a Focus, fucking Astra, Vectra, whatever.
Yeah. Blimey. So when will they settle? Do you know?
They settled most of the claim yesterday.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
when
That's quick.
when my van gets picked up Tuesday, they'll settle the rest. It's part of their policy. So yeah, I can start looking for a car.
It's exciting looking for a new car, isn't it? It's what men do. It's what men like to do. You know.
Yeah, I annoy myself with it because I get really quite picky. When I shouldn't. I should just fucking buy what I can afford. And but I do. I hang out for something that's sort of I feels right.
Yeah. Are you lucky at buying cars or competent at choosing a good one?
Yeah, I'm not bad. I've had a couple of lemons in the past. One recently, which I bought, and this was off a big forecourted garage. They'd emptied it completely of all fluids because there was a massive crack in the water pump.
Right.
And of course, I took it up the road and back. And of course, there was nothing in it for it to overflow or the header or leak. And I only went up the road 5 minutes, and of course, it didn't warm up diesel. So I thought, yeah, it was all good. I had a look at it. It was all clean. The engine bay was all clean. Obviously, they'd sprayed the engine bay clean. And then when I got it home, found out the same day it was overheating. And what the problem was, took loads of videos, took it back the next day and got my money back immediately. Threatened to expose them all over social media. So they gave me my money back, no questions asked.
Yeah. Do you ever consider warranties? Extended warranties?
Yeah. I do usually. That one I didn't. The van, my van, came with a 12-month RAC roadside and 12-month RAC full cover warranty. So, I paid like an extra fucking £100 on top for it, but it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, RAC approved car as well. My van was, so.
I always go with my older cars, I go for AA Parts and Garage, which it's like a mini warranty, and it doesn't cover wear and tear. But if your starter motor packs up or the engine falls out, even down the motorway, it's all covered. It's really good, and it's like an unknown secret. I've had brand new batteries. You pay £35 every single claim, but I've had batteries worth £489 for £35 in a car that I owned for about 3 weeks. So marvelous, and it's only about £40 a year, £40 a month.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, especially if you're doing the miles.
Peace of mind. You need peace of mind, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So I'm going to try and give you a little tour of here, but there's so many Europeans lounging about. I don't know if I'll get away with it, but I'll go for a little walk in a second. So it's been hellish on the panels the last few days.
Yeah. Mine was pretty quiet yesterday, but for the couple of days before that, it was chaos, and everywhere else seems to have been chaos as well, to be honest.
Vega goes away for a little while, and all the mice are playing.
Yep.
I'll be back to sort it all out, folks. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's surprised me that just the openness of the online arguments at the moment. The openness.
Yeah, it's gone quite raw, isn't it?
Yeah, when I say openness, I mean people just saying exactly what they think while they're on a panel with someone. No holds barred. It's been for the last few days. Really has. Oh, that looks very nice.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'll get away with here because they're all naked. There's half of the place is no swimsuits. So my son is sticking to the swimsuits section.
Yeah. Very nice.
So there's about 4 pools, and there's what they call a wellness place with like a green lagoon to swim in, like a bio.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I do like to go away to a spa myself for a day or two. Don't do it. Well, I haven't been since lockdown.
Yes, gamer.
Quite hard to hear you. Don't know if
can
it's
you not hear
breezy.
It is. It's a little bit windy. The wind is blowing on me. I'll show you this section. I'm not going in, but I'll show you. So there's a right over there at the back. Oh, the gate's open already. That's the nude section over there. And me and my son were sat there in the shade. And my son said, "I can see boobies." And then suddenly we noticed everyone was fucking bare naked. Oh my God, we got our asses out of there quick. Don't tell your mother. As we were running away. There's loads of people around, so I don't want to go too far, but you'll see like in the centre of the picture, there's a green lagoon with waterfalls and stuff. And it's like a bio pool. It's meant to be good for your skin. It looks disgusting. You know, it looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate river.
Yeah.
So we haven't been.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I do like a spa weekend myself, but mostly in this country. But as soon as my missus is all healed up, we're gonna go for a spa weekend. There's a place not far from us that I can get good discounts on Booking.com. So
yeah, we got talking to 2 ladies this morning at breakfast, and she'd won a competition. She was like the principal of one of the universities in the main city, and she won a competition to have a couple of days here. So she was here, and they gave her quite a lot of money on a card, you know, like a credit card, but for the what's it called, for the holiday place. And we were talking to them for about an hour this morning, and then she came back literally 10 minutes before I came on. She gave me the card. About £250 on the card.
No way. Vincent's going to be eating well then?
Well, you can use it for food and drinks, but you can also use it for all of the massages, which I've not really bothered with. So I'm not really into that. So I might go and have a foot massage later. This is my sneaky little area where I have a cigarette. It's a non-smoking site.
All right.
But it's in the middle of nowhere, and we don't have a car, because we got here by taxi, so I can't even buy cigarettes today. Unless I venture out, and I can't be honest.
Yeah, when me and my missus go away, obviously in this country everything's non-smoking, so I can sort of give or take. She can't, so she's always got to find her sneaky little corner, or I've got to park the car close enough to the hotel door so she can just run out into the car and have a smoke.
Yeah. Although I've been caught quite a lot, by the staff having a smoky pack here and there. Nobody's said anything. But you just don't see, it's really weird, you don't see anyone smoking, or whether they're all healthy here. But just none of them are smoking, I keep imagining I see a puff of smoke, which justifies me having a pack, but it's my imagination. They're all healthy.
Amanda's Adventures asks, where are you?
In the Czech Republic. at a, it's called a like a health spa, wellness spa, or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
me and my
Old
son
bandmate of
normally go
mine.
there.
Yeah, old bandmate of mine would go to the Czech Republic a couple of times during the year. He said it was just so the people are so accommodating. It's
They're as
so
rude as hell.
unspoiled, the best beaches, he reckons.
Landlocked here, no beaches here, Czech Republic.
Oh, where's he then? Where's he thinking?
Possibly Croatia. Croatia is nice. There's
Croatia, not
plenty of
Czech Republic,
beaches around
Croatia.
here.
That's the
Yeah,
one. Sorry, it's me getting
Croatia's
mixed up.
lovely.
Croatia.
11-hour drive to Croatia from here, though.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him for a while, but he was going 2 or 3 times a year
Yeah, Croatia is
to
lovely.
Croatia.
Croatia, Bulgaria. Bulgaria, the beaches are marvelous as well. Very nice. And they are good people. They're very sort of respectful people. They're rude as fuck. You know, when you, I don't know, open a door for them or let them come through a small gap. You don't get none
Yeah,
of this um, what's the word? Politeness that we do in the UK. Even if it's fake, it's
yeah,
still better than no politeness.
yeah.
But apart from that, yeah, it's idyllic there. Nice and quiet. No trouble. None of your social issues here. No
No,
marauding Muslims.
no. It looks so calm and serene.
Yeah,
I
it
suppose it's
is.
supposed to be a wellness retreat. I
Yeah,
suppose.
well, normally, go on.
I was just going to say, I suppose you'll get told off if you speak above a certain decibel level. Shh, like a library.
It's not that bad. There's loads of kids around, but the Czech kids are really well behaved. You know, my son, unfortunately, is the most boisterous one here,
Yeah,
making the most noise, and he's not making that much noise, but you know,
yeah,
I imagine all the parents looking at mine and thinking, because I'm English or seemingly English, they assume he's an English yob as well, you know, which is not. He's half Czech.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, we
But,
normally run around doing lots of things, and I kept promising a holiday where we just did nothing, and this is it. Just doing nothing, just chilling, you know, for a change. No
yeah,
museums. We went to a zoo yesterday, but that's about the size of it.
yeah. When the kids were younger, I used to need a holiday to get over a holiday. Um, yeah, well, it'd be like you said, wildlife park one day, theme park the next, or whatever. We'd cram it in. We'd cram it in.
Yeah, I mean, there's been much to say about my footwear, and after all the walking yesterday, I was wearing a pair of flip-flops the whole day, and my feet are in shreds. So today, my son calls them asylum slippers. You know, like an escaped hospital patient.
Yeah.
He said to me earlier, all you need is the backless gown with your bum hanging out, and you'll look right.
Yeah. I'd call them forensic footwear.
Yeah, being tested by the police. Get a snap of that, Zara.
I can't talk. I've got socks and Crocs on, so. And so Zara's asking about socks and trainers.
Yeah.
And Matt Walker mentioned Crocs. I've got Crocs and socks on.
Well, I came just in my trainers, but because it's so hot, the temperature is so hot, the trainers are unbearable to wear. You know, your feet feel like they're in a microwave. So I bought flip-flops, and I should have brought some silly canvas shoes or whatever, but I didn't. And the flip flops I just cannot master. I don't know how people manage to walk in them. They keep falling off my feet. Whether there's
Yeah,
a technique or not, I don't know. You know?
I can't do flip flops. I used to buy proper walking sandals, not leather ones, canvas ones for holiday, because I'd ruin them on the beach and in the sea. So
Yeah,
buy some expendable shoes for holiday.
of course. But luckily, we're not doing anything more now. We might go to the planetarium tonight, which is not far from here. They do like outdoor movies at the weekends.
Morning, Ty.
Morning, morning, morning. How are you doing?
Morning.
Morning,
All good?
Tyrone.
Morning, Vivi. How are you?
Oh, good man.
Looks a nice place for there. Where are you?
In the Czech Republic, Tyrone.
Oh, Czech Republic.
In the middle of nowhere. And they don't
It's
sell
really
cigarettes.
nice. Really nice.
Yeah, looks nice there. There's plenty of
If you
sunshine.
hang on,
Isn't
Tyrone. Sorry?
Plenty of sunshine, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, the weather's been great. We've had a few thunderstorms, like an hour of torrential rain and wind, but it comes and goes very quickly.
Morning, Cheeky. Yeah. It's better. Well, it's obviously better weather when we got back home, that's for sure.
Well, the UK was touted for heat waves for the next 2 weeks, and now I read yesterday or the day before, you're going back to wintry conditions for the week.
It's like a monsoon here at the moment.
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's chucking it down and blowing here. It's not blowing too bad. It's just a stiff breeze, but it's horrible.
Well, it just shows you how accurate these climate change scientists can be when they can't even fucking predict the weather from one day to the next or 1 week to the next.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have my vape with me, so I'm not going to suffer too much today, I don't think. How are you, Tyrone? You're going away again soon, aren't you, Tyrone?
Yeah, September, my main holiday is this year. Yeah.
On another swingers cruise.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing, Tyrone. Come on. Good-looking men like you couldn't waste yourself on one woman.
It's just a pleasure cruising, so I mean that in a different way to you.
Pleasure cruise.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it. Get away in the
I'm
sunshine.
definitely due a couple of days of sun somewhere. My missus can only go for a maximum of like 3 days, so Spain or Portugal is realistic for that. It's only a couple of hour flight, so
Yeah.
Yeah. How does she get on in the hot weather?
not too bad. She doesn't mind it. I'm worse. I'm terrible with hot weather.
Well, I like the sun myself, but I couldn't stick the heaters around Spain and Cyprus.
Not at
and
the moment, no.
Turkey. It's too hot at the moment,
Yeah.
but I do like the sunshine. I got a bit. Yes, sir.
I don't like it too hot, Tyrone. I was dreading coming because obviously there's all this bullshit about Italy and the southern countries being on fire, which is far from the point. But the first night I was here, it was 35. It was really hot and overbearing, and I thought, oh, fucking hell. And then it cooled down. The next day it was pretty miserable. So, it was cooler, and not so bright. So it's been that way since. So I think it's about 29, 30 here at the moment.
Yeah, that's sort
Not
of
too bad, is it?
my top limit. I couldn't sit out in that sort of heat.
Yeah, well, in the Czech Republic, they always get cool breeze. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's because it's inland. I don't know if it's because it's high territory, you know, but there's always a cool breeze, even when it's hot, which means there's a danger of burning, but I'm always covered. I've got my Factor 5000 with me, Irish edition.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, snowy. That'd be about good for me. 24 degrees in January.
Yeah, 24 is perfect for me too. It's doable. There's talk in the chat that I'm in rehab. I would like to deny this immediately.
He said no, no, no.
Well, I wanted to go to the Royal Welsh this week, but it doesn't look as if I'm going to go. If it's like this, if it's this bad, I'm not going.
Zara's demanding a picture of both of the asylum slippers. There you go, Zara. Snap that.
That's right, Moss side we do. We have an excellent reputation abroad.
Yeah, we do. We do.
You need to ask the people, the countries you visit, you know, and see what they come up with.
That's why I always very quickly tell people I'm Irish. These what are these? Do you mean Yeezys? Asylum slippers.
Don't know. I don't know what VZs
The most
are.
comfortable things I truly would consider buying someone and back home, just for trotting around the house doing jobs, you know.
Yeah. So how long? What do you got, Evan? Is that your own place, or is it a rented accommodation?
No. Well, this big place, no.
Yeah.
I think we're here till about Wednesday or Thursday next week.
Ah, nice.
So, and then I'm back in the UK for just less than a week, and then I'm back here again. And then we're going off to Berlin for a few days, maybe a week in Berlin, week in Budapest.
Oh, that's nice.
And just hang out.
Very nice.
You know. Yeah, I've never been to Berlin, so I'm looking forward to that.
I've never been to Berlin.
One of the literally, I'd say it's the only city in Germany I've never been to. Never had an interest in going there, but you know, I'm going blind really. I know the obvious ones like the Berlin Gate and the Berlin Wall and so on, but
Yeah, my elder brother wanted to do a trip to Germany. You can get a train through. I think it's a Eurostar, and it passes straight through, goes through the tunnel through Paris, and then makes its way up to is it Dusseldorf in the south of Germany?
okay. Düsseldorf is kind of, it's not far off the boat. Düsseldorf is just above centre as you're going.
No, it's not that.
I normally, yeah. Munich is
somewhere else, but it's southern Germany.
Yeah.
My geography's not on point this morning, but yeah, you can get a Eurostar straight there, and it takes, I think it's about 4.5 hours.
Well, they have the train now that you can go all the way through to the Russian border in the east. So a straight train. And obviously years ago they had, I think it was, what was it called? The train that you could hop on, hop off. What was it called? It had a name. You know, the kids now go to Thailand.
Yeah.
To the gap year. They used to do Europe, so you would do France, you would do Germany, you would do all the cities, and there was a particular train, ever so cheap. You'd pay about $200, and you could use it for a month or 2 months. You know, unlimited travel.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Euro Tripper or something like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody knows in the chat. I never used it. easy range. Vega will have these asylum slippers available on his merchandise store by the end of the day. And I'm walking like a cripple at the moment as well. After walking around the zoo. The zoo is built on a hill. I'm wearing flip-flops. They just destroyed my feet.
Oh,
Fucking delicate feet. So I'm walking around like a cripple at the moment. Limping everywhere. Blisters all on the bottom of my feet.
well, maybe they got a chiropodist there, and you can use your bonus card for
Well, it's funny you should say that.
chiropodist.
As soon as she gave me that card, I thought, I'll go for a foot massage. But my feet are too sore to do. You know, I went for I had reflexology in Bulgaria. So I've had it quite a few times now, but I had it in Bulgaria, and it was a man, and I passed out whilst he was doing it because it was that painful. You know, they use a rounded implement to push into your bones to reset all of your bones, and I passed out during it, and then woke up about 5 minutes later. It was what's the word? It was traumatic, you know.
Yeah,
But you feel good afterwards. I'm gonna see if I can walk through. No, I don't. I don't think I'll get away with it. I might just have to hold you down so that nobody thinks I'm covertly filming anything.
Nice little pool there, isn't it?
Lovely.
Jump into that tie.
I'll be in it.
I'm gonna go and grab my my son and get into that now, I think.
Nice. What sort of temperatures at the moment, Vincent?
20.
I think it's about 29, maybe 30.
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice. That's just about right.
Yeah, it's a really nice cool breeze as well. So it's not unbearable, you know.
Yeah.
Well, my breakfast is still here. Many
Brits around there, Vincent, with you?
Not one, Tyrone.
Yeah.
Not one. Bumped into two girls this morning who were Canadian.
Yeah.
And they've been, one of them was teaching and one of them was the principal at a nearby university for the last 4 years, and they're just leaving now. And she'd won a competition. I don't know if you were here when I said this. She'd won a competition and won a few nights here at this spa resort. And they'd given her a hotel credit card with thousands of crowns on it. Thousands of crowns is not thousands of pounds, you know.
Yeah.
So she gave me the card and she said, oh, there's 250 quid or something left on there. So I'm going to be using that for the rest of the day. Yes. There's no holds barred today. My son can have 2 drinks.
Nice. Pushing the boat
rather than the statutory one.
Is that sort of all in there, Vincent, or have you got to pay for your if you want a sauna?
No, everything's all in, apart from the extras, you know, like the massages and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which I'm not bothered about, really, but I might have a foot massage later in the week.
Big up, Angela.
When my feet
Running out.
When my feet are in good condition.
Yeah, yeah. It looks a nice resort, that. Fair play.
It is, yeah. It's.
Are you allowed to say the name of it, or you want to keep it quiet?
Well, it's better not to. People ring up the reception and start saying that they're smoking drugs. He's a pedophile and he's smoking drugs in the hotel room, you know, like they used to do to Buzz. You know?
Jesus.
That's what they do, Tyrone.
Fucking hell. That's weird, isn't it? Weird. YouTube is weird.
This is a crazy world we live in.
You bet it is.
Excuse me, I'm choking on vape now. Ugh.
Yes.
So,
I wish that.
so Tyrone, I'm aware that you were accused of some things earlier in the week.
What's by a certain lady in a chat?
A certain little lady. You
Calling
were
me out.
outed as a Nazi racist, I
Oh.
believe.
Oh, excuse me.
Anne-Marie morning. Yeah, it was weird. I think she was on a bit of a meltdown, you know. And
Come on over, Kipper. You can stay.
it was interesting. It was interesting in the rant she had, you know. Crazy bastard. I think she called Tobbs a coon twice.
Wow.
So and I'm the racist. No meltdown rant. Yeah. The weird and wonderful world of YouTube, huh?
Yep. It exposes people better than any other medium.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed, it certainly does that.
So how are things going in the village, Tyrone?
Oh, at the moment it's pretty good. There's no one in the hotel. I think you've heard what I've been saying about it. There's no one in the hotel. The owner, or one of the owners, have left. He was the only one that was there, and he's taking his security with him. So there's no legal access to it at the moment. So the people are still sleeping there on the drive of the hotel. You know. So yeah, they're holding strong. They're fair play to them. Yeah, doing
There
really
is
well.
the fear that the local council might allow a fast rights of access or compulsory purchase order on the road.
Well, you know, there's nothing that the people can do about that, is there? Really? I
Well,
mean,
there is. You can appeal it endlessly.
oh yeah, you know, that's what they'll do, because I don't. Obviously, the owners are just right on the edge of the hotel. You know, the owners of the road, so they don't want these people there. You know, so that they will hold out fast. They will keep on supporting the villagers. You know, but you
Is
know.
there anyone involved with the protest that's willing to fund the appeal, the
They've
legal
started.
appeals?
I think they've started a fund up at the moment. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna get the money to challenge these. Apparently, they've been selling off the rooms to Russians at 60 grand a pop.
Yeah, investments.
So
Same thing happens in London.
yeah. So God knows,
Yeah,
God knows what will happen in the long run. But they'll never be welcome, even if they come there. They'll never be welcome there, and so.
the crazy thing is, under EU law, they're not allowed to do that. So, had we still been in the EU, there would have been a very simple legal route to stop it.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny part about it. When we were in the EU and we pulled out, the big thing was to stop immigration. You know, slow it right down. You know, but there's more people has come across than ever before. So we're
Well,
wide open.
William Hague, who the Conservatives tend to dig him up and drag him out of his coffin to make various points, said now we live in an age of immigration. And if that's not the UK government telling you that what you're seeing right now is nothing compared to what you're going to be seeing in the future, then I wouldn't know what is, you know.
Yeah.
It
Oh, yeah,
is
absolutely.
most certainly population replacement. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say these people are necessary for our economy. Well, they're not. Simply not. They don't bring the financial goodness like we're quoted. Plus, as well, they tend to only service their own communities. So all you're
Yes.
doing is importing an isolated population of people who will never interact.
This is
the
what I've
rest
been
of
saying.
the
This
UK.
is what I've been saying all along. Yeah. This is what I've been saying. They're just keeping it amongst themselves. They won't integrate. They won't, take the way of life that the Welsh people or the Irish people or the English people are doing, or whatever. They just stay in their own communities, Next thing they're throwing down a mosque or something like that, or whatever the fuck they want,
You'll
And
have
it's just
a
taking
mega
them.
mosque.
just
You'll have a
taking
mega
away your,
mosque in your village.
just taking away locals' identity, taking away their identity. You know, looking shit.
Sorry about that. I was muted and I had a phone call.
Yeah. We're just talking about the hotel for a second. I mean, if you need to ask about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had having a good conversation about it yesterday, weren't we?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. But you know, people.
Everyone's an immigrant, said Robert Lee. Everyone's an immigrant.
Are they? Where did they come from, Robert? That's what I know. Where did everyone come from?
Yeah. How many immigrants do you put up in your house, Robert, and let them stay for free and let them eat, let them destroy the house, let them bother your family, and then still accept them? How many do you have, Robert?
I said the same thing to UBRS yesterday when he was on about it. You know.
Yeah, it's all very well having an idealistic, I care attitude to these things, but the simple fact is, you know, we cannot house the world, and when you do house the world, you become that world, as we see in France, as we see in Canada.
Yeah, it's happening all over. Yeah, happening all over. And there's nothing most people can do about it. You know, it's a sad part about it. And we need a stronger government and to set some strict rules and regulations and just stop it in its tracks. It's the only way. I mean, this barge they've got now with 500 people. As soon as they fill it, tow it out to France, the French waters, and leave it there because that's where they come from.
Yeah.
Tow them out to French waters, leave the barge in French waters. You know, they've said about this hotel, it's not just 241 in a village of just over 400. Once they start getting processed and they leave, whether they've been accepted or not, where they're gone, they'll just keep putting more people in there, and just a rolling mill, you know, just keeps going. It's a conveyor belt, you know.
Well, as we've seen so far with these, when they house, I don't know, 200-300 immigrants in a village somewhere, they cause so much trouble in the area because they don't want to be there. They want to be in the main cities. They want to be in London and Birmingham. So as soon as they're put in these peaceful little villages, they cause mayhem in an attempt to be moved to somewhere else. You know, that's their negotiating drill.
Yeah, I mean, like if you put into London, they disappear into the woodwork, you know. But down here, what can they do? What can they do? You won't see them coming down out of there in the daytime. You'll be seeing them, you know, roaming around the nights. God knows what they're fucking up to. Yeah,
hanging around the street corners.
I mean, it's a 70-bed hotel. That's all it is. A small hotel, 70 beds. And, of course, they were going to bring containers in and bed in then to house the extra people, you know. So it's 241 going there, so, you know.
Robert Lee said you better get used to it.
Maybe.
Or, Robert Lee,
what's the future, or Robert?
Move to a country that doesn't even want to entertain this bullshit.
I tell you what,
interested in converting to the third world.
Poland won't accept not one.
Nope.
And he's standing strong on it. The Prime Minister's been called racist of all sorts, but he's standing strong. The people don't want him, and he's standing for the people. Not like this wanker we got leading our country. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a number of countries who are rejecting these EU projects.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder if in the future they will be a safe haven for those who disagree with the high levels of humanity that the EU wishes to bestow upon us.
What I fail to understand is if they're genuine people, why aren't they coming through the legal channels? Why are they throwing their passports and their phones away? You know, nobody knows where they come from.
They get onto the carousel, don't they? Or the gravy train.
Yeah.
We got some lovely legal legal migrants around us, a few families, and they integrated themselves into the
Nothing wrong with our
community.
ministry. Nothing wrong
They
at
do
all with
community shit, and
that.
you know, there's a few people that work with a couple of my daughters in the care industry, and you'll know the distance, Ty. They travel up to work from Pontypridd to where I am, to work their shifts. They're Nigerian migrants, so they're working and they're studying, and you know that traveling that's a lot of travel to do care work, and
Of course
they put their hours in, and my daughters say, you know, they fucking work hard.
There's nothing wrong with immigrants like that. I mean, if they come in here legally and they prepare to, you know, work and do, but what these people are traveling through safe countries, safe European countries. They could stay there and no bother, but no, they want to come here. For what reason? There's more behind it, and we realize, you know.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
There's a lot of money to be made in the criminal fraternity in the UK. You know, I was reading recently of a group of about 20 or 30 Albanians who were all professional shoplifters, all living in a particular building. I think it was maybe it was Skegness. These people are single-handedly emptying all of the commercial properties.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Do you remember in the early 2000s? It was when we were taking Romanian migrants, and they were nobbling all the cash machines, weren't they? With them little strip reader things.
That's right. Yeah,
that's right.
In gangs.
Yeah, in my eyes, anybody come in by boat across like that, just turn it around straight away and fucking get them right back where they come from. Don't bring them ashore even. Fuck them off straight away. They want to.
And Romania is a very nice country. It's very simple. There's not the ability to earn very good money, but there's the ability to have a very good life. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very simple folk. They live very simply, but compared to the UK, I mean, is money everything? You know, compared to a great lifestyle, they live longer than us. Most of these Eastern European countries, they're healthier than us generally.
Yeah.
So for the price of a few quid, you know, they're giving all that up.
Yeah.
I've watched some videos of some outdoorsy types from, you know, Romania, Russia, and that, and I've seen them dismantling and moving old log cabins, and it's amazing to see them do it with what they've got to do it with.
Yeah,
you know, they've obviously got some lifting machinery and dozers and whatnot, but nothing like what we'd use over here. And they do it well. They do it all by hand and rebuild by hand. And like you said, it's all about the lifestyle. It's all about living as simple life as possible, and that includes recycling fucking perfectly good log cabins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these left-wing bastards, they all talk, the protesters. And, you know, I've seen it many times being interviewed. How many will you put up in your house? Oh, I can't. I'm only renting. Oh, I can't. My place is too small. You know. So why the fuck should somebody else put them fuckers up then? You're the bastards that want them, you know?
I'm glad my van was off the road, to be honest, because I could have seen me ending up down there with my cameras, and I probably would have ended up arguing with the Antifa lot.
But
just because of the right-wing language coming out of them, and they're supposed to be against all that, and that's all they were sprouting was right-wing propaganda.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And the police just stood there, and, you know, they wouldn't let anybody from the village go across and talk to them. Please stop that, you know?
Yeah, it's nice.
They tend to be siding with these fucking assholes and the owners of these built properties, you know. I think if they do come, and it stays there, it'll kill the village. You know, it'll kill the village off.
Yeah,
People,
I don't think they get away with it here where I am, to be honest,
Mm.
because if you move into the town from like 15 miles away and a few people might know you, you still get funny looks off every cunt.
Yeah.
That's what I said about going down. If I went down to Furness and sort of just rocked up in my van with the stickers on and got my cameras out, the locals would probably think I was with the
Oh,
Antifa lot. I'd have
yeah.
to go and speak to everyone first and say, "Whoa,
There's
whoa,
one old girl there, ministry. There's one old girl there. She sits there and she gets up every time somebody stops. She gets up and goes and asks them, "What are you doing? Who are you? Where you from?" You know. But if you look at Welsh Patriots videos, he was showing all inside the marquee. They've been donating the marquee. They've got a load of food stockpiled up there. You know. So
Yeah.
they're there for the long stay until until they forced out there, really.
Yeah.
You know. And you know, to gain access to that road, like Vincent said, it might, like the police said, it could take months, it could take years if they're going to try and do things. You know, the owners and that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a long haul, and these people are still there.
Well, even if the council try a compulsory purchase order, it will take months to go through court, and in that time, the landowner could just decide he's going to dig it up and dig a 20-foot deep hole and fill it with water.
Well, the hotel owner finds himself in a position now. He's betrayed the village. He's cancelled all of the weddings, and now his only option is to see those immigrants move in, because I would assume the village and the local area will tell him to fuck off in future. He'll get no more bookings. So he's in an imposition where his only option now is to house those immigrants to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to turn away, you know, weddings, private functions, and you know, normal every day-to-day stuff is a bit ridiculous because it's such a competitive market in Wales in general. The whole wedding venue thing at hotels is massive. It's massive.
Yeah.
So to turn all that away, you know, he must have been promised something very special.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Of course he was.
Yeah, well, he's not. They found out he was there the other day when they were, you know, they were talking to him, or trying to, you know, and they found out he's not the only owner. There's about 70 people involved in it, you know. So they bought it out between like a conglomerate, you know, and they bought it out and solely to get the migrants in it and make a hell of a lot of money out of it, you know. So
I don't know if you're aware as well. All of the local councils at the moment are buying assured tenancies with private landlords.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is paying for the rental for these properties for the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a guaranteed rental, and that's going to swallow up the rental market and raise the prices.
Yeah.
So people are going to be.
You've got greedy landlords, Vincent, now getting rid of the tenants they've had for years to house these people, you know.
Are you seeing that happen, Tyrone?
Oh, yes, happening regular in Swansea, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting rid of their own tenants, long-standing tenants, and to house these bloody migrants because they're going to get hell of a lot more money out of it. It's just greed. It's driving them, you know. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But, you know, it's got to come to a head at some point, you know. When does it stop? When does it stop?
Oh, it has to stop.
Oh.
I think it stops once people start to play these councils at their own game. You have to put yourself in a similar position, or legally prove you're in a similar position, you know, because we all know about equality, we all know about race laws and so on. You cannot treat anyone differently to anybody else. Those race laws apply to us poor old whiteys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're a subgroup as well. We're slowly becoming a minority. So the madness stops at some point, you know?
Yeah, it's got to stop. You know yourself, you know, people struggle to get a doctor's appointment or a hospital appointment. You got to wait months. You know, people are dying unnecessarily with cancer because they can't get seen in time. You know, there's a shortage of doctors and nurses, a shortage of hospitals. This is the things we need to focus on, not bringing in fucking, scroungers, you know?
Well, the
The
doctors
phone call,
are now go on.
yeah, I was just going to say the phone call I had was off my missus, and she's not happy, Bunny, because she was sent on a Saturday all the way to Cardiff for a non-urgent blood test.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh because she rang me and she was pissed. But that's a waste of NHS resources right there.
Yeah.
Well, I had a funny thing. I had a letter
she-
this morning to do a survey for the NHS. I don't know if it's a scam or if it's genuinely going out to people. I don't know. So I've just put it on the side. I'm not going to fucking fill anything until I find out more about it.
The doctors are now ordered to go back to normal practice, but a lot of them are refusing to. It's
Yeah.
like a silent protest. You know, they're keeping to the rules that they were under COVID, and yeah, there's a bit of an impasse there.
Yeah, there's a bit of strike action about it as well, or
Yeah.
something. My cousin's having to cover. I won't say where he works, but my cousin's having to cover a retiring consultant and consultants that have chosen to strike or take leave or whatever they are deciding to do.
Well, a lot of the doctors are left the practice, I mean, you know, and there's more youngsters coming in, but they don't stay long because they're under so much pressure, you know. I don't know if the doctors are to blame, but it's the systems to blame, I think, isn't it? You know, and it's not the individual. They're under so much pressure, same as the nurses in the hospital, same as the doctors. They fucking stretch to the limit.
Yep.
They're playing catch up, aren't they, since fucking COVID, you know. But it's like I said, they promised all these new hospitals. Get people trained up as doctors and fucking nurses, get them in there, build these hospitals, you know. It's fucking shapeless, but the government haven't got a clue. Not a fucking clue.
No, and it's being highlighted more with smaller communities that aren't going to tolerate it. Like the Irish videos are pretty full on, aren't they? About
well, the only thing we got on our side is the weather. You know, they might come here thinking it's going to be warm and fucking rosy, and it's pissing down all the time. You know, so they might fuck off back somewhere warm.
Well, it's apparent that they're turning this country around. They're destroying its financial power. You only have to look at, you know, the things that they're doing in the financial world. They're trying to sort of reduce our power. So at some point, these people won't see this country as a land of opportunity.
Yeah.
But maybe that's another 10 years, you know.
Yeah. It's strange. I mean, the world is fucked up totally, Stevenson. Look at the state of it, man. You know, look at these fucking, all these fucking queers just roaming around pretending to be women, you know?
You can't say that, Tyrone.
That's what they are. They perverts. They fucking perverts. You know, they pedophiles, and fucking hell. You can't.
So not only are you a raving Nazi, you're also transphobic.
Oh, I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them.
You don't get any of that here. In the schools, there's none of this. People can identify as anything. You know, they don't even talk about LGBT.
Yeah.
The only thing my son became aware of was recently there was an actor in one of the Marvel films, and my son is obsessed by it. So he watches all the interviews of these stars, and this guy had said at the start of the interview that he was gay. And my son looked at me confused and said, "Why is he talking about his sexuality when he's interviewed about Marvel films?" You know, it was a real sort of level of innocence. So they don't have none of that bullshit here. You won't see a rainbow flag here.
Yeah. I've got no issue
Which is
with gay
nice.
people. I got no issue at all
No,
with
of
gay
course
people.
not.
I got friends that are gay. I got family that are gay. You know, I got no issue with that. I got an issue with these fucking people that I think they're fucking women when they're men, you know, and all this shit, and women who think they're men and fucking all this bollocks, you know. I'm not this, I'm a he,
Yeah.
she, thee, and all that fucking nonsense. You know, it's about time people stood up and spoke their minds. You bow down to them, he keeps continually preaching bullshit to the schools and the children, you know. They're pedophiles hiding in plain sight, the bastards are. That's what they are.
Yep.
You know, and people got to speak up about it. Don't keep, you know, if you speak up, you're the wrong one, you're the guilty one. You know,
Yeah.
you're homophobic, you're this, you're that. It's nothing to do with homophobic. Like I said, I don't mind the gays at all. I got family that's gay, I got friends that are gay, you know, and they're great people.
There was
But these weirdos.
There was a Bloomberg editor. I can't remember his name. And he did a hit piece recently on something which was transphobic. So he wrote out this real hit piece, and it made all the news. And obviously, you know, feel sorry for the trans. Turns out he's a fucking convicted pedophile working for Bloomberg. Bloomberg is one of the biggest news networks, media networks in the UK, in the US. He's a fucking convicted pedophile, Tyrone.
Yeah, yeah.
How does he get there? How does he get that job?
Yeah. I think a lot of people would agree with what I'm saying. You know, you might have the other soft twats that won't, but most people will agree with what I just said. And but a lot of people are afraid to speak up about it because they'll get shot down by, you know, you go out in the streets. You've seen it on YouTube. You go out in the streets in a march, and you're trying to approach these people. They gather around you, scream and shout you down. You know, because they don't
And
fucking
also,
like
there
it.
was a trans march in London a couple of weeks ago, and I think one of the YouTubers was there filming it because I was watching it on a Saturday, and there was this one trans guy who was on the stage. He was like the main speaker, and he was screaming for TERFs or normal people like me, you, and Ministry,
Yeah.
to be punched in the face because we're not trans. This guy turns out he's just done 18 years for kidnap and attempted murder. And there he is on a fucking stage dressed as a woman, threatening to punch us all, threatening violence against us.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It sounds like he got bummed too much in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. It's probably not as much as Gamer got bummed in jail. I reckon Gamer holds the record for getting bummed in jail.
I don't know where he is this morning. He's usually seen him around early this week, so I don't know.
Who's that, Gamer?
He can't shit the bed today. He must have had a late one last night.
Still dragging his knuckles over the fucking cave floor. Fucking troglodyte, the boy.
You're not his greatest fan, are you, Tyrone? I'm not far behind you.
I give him a bit of leeway, but you know, the way he goes on, then he don't deserve any respect.
Respect is earned.
Yeah, I'm not giving you right. Came with a couple of soap.
Right, I'm gonna jump into one of these swimming pools, I think.
Okay,
so
Vincent.
I shall bid you both a wonderful day. I hope the weather improves for you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to, but we can hope.
No, I think it's sort of clearing up a bit tonight, Ministry, and drifting off to the more central areas later on through the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I got my best mate's funeral on Monday, so I hope it's going to be dry for that. I won't be around. I won't be around Monday.
God bless him, man.
Yeah.
Did I miss any madness on the love train last night? I did pop in once or twice. Sat on the shitter.
I caught the start and it was quite mild, and I caught the end and it was quite funny this morning. But I think Chris the Brick and Ultra had a 5-hour argument.
Oh, it's always the same with that pair, isn't it?
Short,
yeah, that's what Gripper said, that that Ultra and Chris had a 5-hour argument. So, yeah. Honestly,
Mr. Beautiful Blues said earlier that I sound normal. I have to behave myself. My son is close. I can't behave normally as I would do.
It was a
Normal
swingers
service
panel.
will resume shortly.
Look forward to seeing
Have a
it.
great day, guys. And I'll be
Ta-ra,
listening through the day.
Yeah. Enjoy.
all right, Vincent. Enjoy
Cheers, bye.
your swim.
Big up. Netta,
Big up,
morning,
Vincent.
Netta.
Thank you.
Morning, Netta.
Yeah, looking forward to getting in there. See you guys.
Have a good one, Vincent.
Good night, Vincent.
Ta-ra.
Morning, Netta.
Yeah. I caught a little bit last night and of it, and I listened for about half an hour, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to listen anymore, and knocked it off. I went to bed, got up, and it's still fucking going on it.
Yeah. I was going through and checking on my missus all evening because she was sort of in out of sleep and shit.
Yeah.
And so I was sort of, like I said, I watched the first half hour, 10 o'clock, I knocked everything off and went and caught up with some rugby league, and that was the end of me then. Next thing I remember, it was 6 o'clock this morning. So
I went up about 1:30. I didn't get up till 7 then, so I haven't done a lot this morning. Just had a bit of break. I haven't even been up with the dog because it's raining so much, you know. Fuck that.
I managed to get out, and it was just a light shower this morning, just long enough for him to do his business, but he wanted back in the house anyway. So
yeah, well, if it breaks a little bit later on in the day, I'll take him out. But as it stands at the moment, because I don't mind the rain, but when it's blowing like that, it's driving against you. It's no fucking good, you know.
yeah,
I've got a 3/4 coat that you know, one of those wax long coat, you know, like the Westerners wear, you know, them fucking things.
Yeah.
So it keeps me nice and dry. But when it's blowing and on your feet and legs, I don't like that. Not at all.
no.
So
I'll suit up, I will, and get out with oil skins on, you know.
yeah, I haven't got no leggings. So I used to have when I was working, I used to have the full kit, you know, and it was really, really good, but it's worn away over time, and it's just I got to get this coat re-waxed on this big coat. I got to get it re-waxed, resealed, you know. I did buy stuff. I did it myself the last couple of years, you know, get this stuff. I bought it to seal the original convertible they had, you know. Water and penetration. So he said you could use it for anything. So I used it on my long coat and done the trick. Fair play. You know, water just rolls off it. But I need to get it redone now. But yeah, fucking this weather. You can't do a lot in this weather, can you? It's fucking terrible.
Not really.
Give a sniffer, yeah. I bet he's got enough to cover a few fucking jackets. You know, like
it's not. This weather's not conducive for fucking. You know, my missus is pissed off because they called her down there for just a non-emergency blood test, so she's not happy. So she's going to come home pissed off and she's going to dialyse. But
she had the blood test.
No, I can't really. What's that?
She had the blood test, and if it was non-urgent or not, did she?
Yeah, she's had it, but one of her nurses put it. The doctor, she must have annoyed somebody.
Yeah.
Because she's down as a fucking nuisance patient anyway.
Yeah.
On her notes, because she kicks off.
Well, like I said, I had this. Sorry, Mister, go on.
I was just going to say, I doubt she's kicked off down there, but one of our nurses has put the blood test through as urgent. Otherwise, she could have been sat there hours waiting for results. She's got to wait for results before she comes home. So, she's annoyed somebody.
I had this survey through this morning. It looks a bit fake. You know, usually the NHS thing is nice and bright and clear, but it looks a bit faded. So I wasn't going to fill it in and give any information until I thought find out if it's legal or not.
Yeah. Morning,
all right, love. Christine, you all right? You still looking then? What do you want then?
Oh, a
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah. Yeah. Got that survey there, but I don't know if it's genuine or not, you know? No. No. I haven't got it, just asking. I'm on the shot
I'll
the ministry
see.
a minute, mate. Right?
Yeah, Steve, my missus just been in and had an operation on her neck to remove lymph nodes or thyroid glands. I can't remember which one. But yeah, they've sent her down just for a fucking non-urgent blood test all the way to Cardiff. She ain't happy. She's gonna want lots of tea, and no doubt she's gonna want a fucking some sort of takeaway for tea to drown her disappointment.
Yeah. It's the funny old world, isn't it? This YouTube, everybody, you know, why the arguments are starting up again all over the fucking place.
Oh no, I said earlier to Vincent, I'm quite shocked at how open the arguing's been the last like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, on panel, open, blatant, people not giving two French fucks about what they say. It's been wild, to be honest. Been fucking wild.
Like I said, I'll talk to anybody. I won't prejudge anyone. And if they do something to me, then it's different. It's a different kettle of fish, you know. Yeah. I won't be. Nobody's going to say to me, you can't talk to him or you can't talk to her or whatever. You know, I'll talk to whoever I fucking like, and that's it. You know, nobody's going to say to me, I'm a racist because you talk to certain people. You know, fuck them. You know.
Yeah. That's just a way to have a little dig in it. Something to pick on when there's not much to pick at.
Well, they do it, ministry, for attention. I think they're attention seeking, you know. If they're not the center of attention, they fucking spark up something to make people take notice of them, you know. That's the way I think they work in it, you know.
Yeah, I'm very staunch and stalwart about my splinters and sitting on my fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't blame you, you know. Like I said, I won't get involved in anybody else's beef, but when somebody starts having to go at me, it's a different kettle of fish. Like I said, I fucking will react and respond accordingly, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I really got no interest in getting involved in other people's beefs, you know. None at all. It's fucking, you know, if it's nothing to do with me, it's nothing to fucking do with me. It's as simple as that.
That's I mean, there's words banded around and yeah, fucking willy-nilly, you know, and it's it has a certain effect on some people. They can call me what they like as long as you don't get too fucking personal, you know. As long as you don't bring family and other things into it, or you know. But they were big up the chat.
Yeah.
Cheeky chops.
Yeah,
Michelle. Is that the Michelle? Is that the real Michelle Ministry or not?
I can check. I think so.
Yeah.
I did. I've got yeah, it is. Yeah, I got a fake Michelle block, and that's one of the accounts on my block list that won't get unblocked.
Yeah.
One in Dodge. Yeah, I had a Michelle cloning a few weeks ago, and
so I think maybe.
And then boom, it was gone. Yeah, Michelle said it was no, and it's still sat in my block list now. You know, when people occasionally get blocked, I go into studio straight away and unblock people. But there's few accounts that will stay blocked for good.
Yeah. So you go and plan. Well, do you say you had progress from the insurance company ministry?
Yeah, they've paid me my first payment.
Oh, right.
After I refused to let them take my van because I
So you
hadn't
might
been
get that
paid my
fella from Bristol making his way back up shortly then.
Tuesday. They're picking it up now, and
right. You got a date.
then they'll pay me the rest of my money.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
then it's-
I'm on the
then
lookout
the
for a
search
car.
begins then, doesn't it? The search begins for another
Yeah,
vehicle.
well, I've been having a little look, but there's a few cars close-ish, but everything that sort of suits seems to be at dealerships or private sellers in Bristol. So looks as if I'll be crossing the water to go and get a car from over that way. There's one dealership that's got like 4 or 5 in my price range that are suitable. So MPVs or estates or, you know.
I mean, as long as they got a little bit of service history, it's not too bad, is it? You know what I mean?
No. I do. Yeah, I'm not. As long as it's I don't mind an older car as long as it's got decent service history. And you can tell it's been well looked after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like a car with history. I do. Yeah. The last one, the van. That's why I was gutted that it got it because just before I had it, and it came to me with 125,000 on it. It had just had its fucking 120,000 mile fucking time fucking belt change and everything. The full works, so it was virtually a brand new engine coming to me.
Yeah.
It was warranted by fucking RAC and everything, the work. So,
Yeah. You might be better off if you look for a vehicle like you had with high mileage and take the engine at the one you got now if it's a good engine, but you can't have insurance company already do that. Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Who the fuck is that?
Morning.
Oh, hello. Hello, is that ministry?
It is.
Oh, I do. Look, before I start, I've had a bottle of tequila.
Nice.
But I do love you. I do. And an ex-boyfriend of mine told me I've got an epileptic finger. And I think I could work some magic with you. I think I could give you a tickle in all the right places.
You probably could, lover. You probably could.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I do love a ginger.
I'm an ex-ginger, so I'm there.
I've heard you're a ginger. And I think I could work some magic, and I think I have had a bottle of tequila, and I think I've just run the joke dry.
And the tequila by the sound of it.
What the fuck was that?
I can't say, it's a secret. There's been guesses in the chat, shall we? I know the authenticated name. I'll give you a clue. He doesn't usually talk with an accent like that. Big up, Lovey. Yeah. A friend of Jason should be the clue.
Oh, friend of Jason's.
A friend of Jason might be too far. Someone Jason venerates, and Gamer also venerates him because he's a fucking super funny guy.
Oh, not shits, is it?
No. I should put a poll up.
Yeah, put a poll up. Let's have a see who people think it is.
Oh no, someone's got it already. Here we are. Big up the Chelsea.
Oh, Scotty Audit.
Scotty Audits. I think it might be the first one. He might have jumped on once before, but I've been on panel with him a couple of times. And he fucking cracks me up every time. Laura's, I've been on with him a few times. And he's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Proper funny guy. Big up Scally. That's a privilege. I am fucking privileged and blessed.
Do you know what I thought it was for a minute? I thought it was
Federation.
that. I thought it was that Paul guy. That's what I thought it was for a minute. What's his name? Paul something. What's his name? Paul. He's a bit gay, isn't he? He's always on the sauce, like always pissed up. Is it Paul?
No, I think you're thinking of AJ Smith, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sorry, AJ, if you're listening in a drunken stupor.
Yes, Michelle. Yes, Michelle. Yes, Michelle. Yeah. Paul Hutt. That's it. Paul Hutt. That's what I thought he was. Oh, you know. Oh, that's the trouble with being lately. I say fucking soon. I don't know what it is, but Drone, he won't leave things go. He fucking wants to cause an argument with every fucking live he goes on lately. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Oh no, he come on. Was it yesterday? He come on mine and completely changed the subject, but it was all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was calm on mine yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, it's always you know, wants to fucking spark something up with somebody. Fucking hell. And Joe was off on one yesterday as well, wasn't he? Joe was off on one yesterday and the day before.
I haven't seen any clips. I saw about 15 minutes of him on Jason's yesterday morning. I think it was just.
Yeah. You want to stay off the buck? Was he a buck fasting drinks or buck? Is it buck something?
Yeah, buck fast. I think.
Yeah. It's like a.
Yeah, he was
like a fortified wine or something, is it?
Yeah, he was playing with Jason yesterday morning.
Yeah. They make him in a mess. I know that.
Yeah, he was giving Jason not too hard of a ribbon, but you know, he said he was toughening him up, ready for getting a proper ribbon. So.
Oh, he's having a dig at Michelle. Michelle is saying he's having a go at Michelle.
Oh, I haven't seen that. That must have been early hours or something. It must have been early hours, was it?
Yeah, I'm gone now. If it gets a bit fucking shouty, I'm going to switch it off. You know, fucking, I can't be handling that fucking nonsense all the time.
Yeah, I know I do sit and go on the panel with it on mine, but I'm less likely to sit on someone else's while it's going on. I'm like you. I'll drop off quiet.
What tends to happen? No, you're having a conversation and it's, different people are speaking. Then whoever the two individuals are that come on, they start screaming at one another, and it's just them to take over and start fucking. No one else can say anything about any other thing. It's just these fucking two arguing. When that starts happening, I thought, oh fuck this, I'm off. You know.
Yeah, that's right, Nutter.
Yeah, that's true, Nutter. Yeah.
Morning, Budge.
Yeah. Oh, Ministry, I still haven't wet a line this year. I'm desperate to go. I got to get out. Got to get out soon.
I've done a little bit of fresh water, but I'm definitely going back up the pond because I spoke to my mate the other day.
Yeah.
And he's convinced that I'll have to meet him.
Do. Boom, 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 boom. Cheeky Chops, Netta Aldi, Almighty Dex, Dodge the Badge. What's the weather like up there? Not there? Is it as bad as it is down here? Because it's fucking awful down here, brother. Terrible weather. If you haven't got it, I think it's going to be coming across country short later on today. You know, you might get it. Yeah, Aldi, big up, brother. Yeah, it's pouring down here, pouring down, and it's blowing. You know, not a gale, but it's very strong the wind. Yeah, I think it's right across the country. It's fucking thing, isn't it? Where's our summer? Where's our summer? Huh? We need some sunshine, yeah. We need some sunshine.
Aye, aye.
Brightening up North Wales. Good. Yes, it's clearing across the country shortly, so it should be okay later on the day.
So,
Morning, Tom. Is that you?
yeah, man.
Sorry, I was muted at the time. My brother came in. I'd come to grab some stuff and that. So. Morning, AJ.
I think a lot of people want to be alienated. Almighty Dexter.
What's been going on, like? What have I missed out on out? I've been a bit poorly as of late. I've noticed I'm banned on Michelle C's. I don't know why. But I noticed I'm banned on Michelle. They popped in last night. Yeah. Anyway, apart from that, what's been happening out and out? I was poorly all day yesterday, so I had a day off.
I had a pretty chilled one yesterday afternoon. No arguing.
Yeah.
Gripper did his Love Train last night, which went all right, apart from Crystal Brick and Ultra arguing for 5 hours.
For 5 hours. Oh, wait. Yeah, I've just heard you on Tyrone now saying about like when people come on and, you know, we've got something to say to each other and then it takes over. But it's in the way I see it, I think it all depends who's going at who. You know what I mean? Because then it becomes acceptable. Or tolerate, not acceptable. Sorry, I'm using the wrong lingo. Maybe it's tolerated.
No, it's not when they come on and they got something to say about something in particular, Tobbs. It's when they come on and there's nothing going on and they just start on someone so they know they're going to get a reaction and then keep it fucking going for the next 5 hours, you know?
Yeah, I know, and I get you, Ty, I get you. But what I'm saying is it's tolerated, isn't it, by certain. It depends who that is, who's doing that. Ty, you know, just my observation.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the host? It's tolerated by the host?
Well, no, not for the host. Like, so I don't know. Or could we say it's tolerated by? What about Vince Vega? It's tolerated by him. If he wants to come on and create, shall we say create? It's tolerated. Just for example, just one off the top of the bin lid.
Yeah,
you know?
I've seen Vincent come on.
I'd be guilty of letting people.
The thing with Vincent, it's not a shouting match, is it? It's not a shouting match with Vincent.
Definitely. I've got a couple of clips. What I could show Tyrone. I've got a couple of clips that would rebut that. But yeah, definitely.
I've never heard him shouting.
Definitely.
It's only what I've heard, you know.
And you know what? I've got a couple of clips where like he's not shouting, but whoever he wants to go at, they shout because it's Vince that thinks he's shotting fucking ammo left, right, and centre. Then it's acceptable. I mean, not acceptable. Tolerated. Maybe accepted as well. Acceptable as well by certain. You know, and it all comes down to that again, doesn't it? If the face
but
fits.
Is that in an argument with somebody else? You know, when he's having an argument with somebody else, because usually he's just, you know, pretty placid, I think, and he talks normally.
Vincent placid doesn't go in the same sentence for me.
The other thing that's fucking placid is the thing down his pants.
That's placid.
Don't go down that road, DJ, man.
What?
You know what?
I'm the good boy on YouTube, mate.
It's early in the morning.
What?
But it is that though, Ty. What I've just said, it is, mate. And there's no getting away from it. You know, we all see what goes on. We're all here on a daily, if you like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not here to defend anyone. They can do. They don't defend. You know, I'm just saying what happens online. What I said, if you was listening, that it puts me off. I'd rather go to another live and listen to somebody else and listen to the bullshit.
So how do you think then, Ty, that we get past all this bullshit? Because like I don't know if you would about when our best came about, but I tried, if you like, to be the peacekeeper, and it didn't like it. Nobody wanted to know because unfortunately, you know what, Ty, when people are kicking off on labs, right, the viewers come in the droves, and a lot of them say they don't like it. But what it is, watch me start kicking off now and watch Ministry's views go straight up, because what they do is they message each other, you know, on whatever platform or even messages, the message, and then before you know it, the views are through the roof. You know what I mean? And it's like in the real world.
Do you remember the fake beef between?
Doesn't it?
Do you remember that fake beef between Funboy and fucking Bear Britain? Do you remember that?
I don't know if it was false beef. To be fair,
Of course it were. They admitted it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, this is but way back in the day.
Shut up, AJ. Did they or not?
They fucking
They
did.
admitted it.
Yeah, Funboy did. Bear Britain wouldn't do.
Okay.
I thought it were a bit gay myself.
No, I didn't know that. Because I didn't even watch Funboy, to be fair. I used to go on his panels when he first came about, but you know, I didn't really go on his.
It was Funboy. What Funboy did? He blew Bear Britain up, and he said, "Oh yeah, Bear Britain phoned me and said we're gonna have a fake beef and shit." And then as soon as Bear Britain come on,
are you sure that wasn't me? Are you sure that wasn't me with Bear? AJ, you might be getting confused.
No.
Yeah, it was me who phoned Bear Britain, mate.
Oh, well, it's easily done. I don't know.
Yeah, it was me.
I'm always the bad boy of YouTube, me, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I didn't see it if it did. You know, I'm sure there'll be people in the chat, though, if that is true, would have remembered that. But yeah, it's fucking mad. It's mad. It's mad. It's just like in life, man. You know, we go on about this and we go on about that. But then, you know, our mask, and they don't wear masks, half them. The mask slips, man. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I just wanted to put my little 2 pence worth in about that side, because I didn't even catch the full convo what you were saying, bro. I just heard the end of it. Where you said that.
Everybody's entitled to opinion, Tom. I got nothing to say about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
What I said, I'd rather go and watch somebody else's if it's just two people at it, rambling tongues for a fucking hour and a half, you know.
I know, and I get you, to be fair, Ty. You know, I get you, to be fair, but you know what? You're never gonna be able to stop it. You never. I
don't suppose you will stop, and I suppose you're right.
You know what I mean?
It brings the views in, no, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's sad.
But you know, it's not something like. Morning, Netta.
Oh, nutter! You haven't come on here for a beef with me, have you?
Listen, I'll put you to sleep in seconds.
He's brought me some fucking Monster Munch, some beef Monster Munch.
The AJ Smith mask, big pussy.
Big up, nutter.
Yeah.
He's come on to fucking give you a mug shot with his tea.
Exactly.
Big up the tea.
What's big one? See, man, I ate my hand off for 2 days and YouTube's gone chicken oriental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some painkillers for you there. Nutter, but they're not opiates. And in fact, let me get them out. I'll show you. I only had them for 2 days. I'm still not fucking fully recovered, like, but I haven't had more painkillers today. But you have to give. Here, listen. Apparently, they're that strong. They have to give you fucking Lanzaparon as well, mate.
I don't want the jobs. You, like I said, the hospital. I only one painkiller for me. Cups of tea, THC.
No, listen, bro. Look at that. Look at that, mate. That's what it's called there. I can't fucking say the name, mate, but.
I can be able to read it in front of me, Tom.
What's that? Oh, man, used to. What's that called?
That's your other one.
Yeah, that's my painkiller.
It's not.
Oh, is that my fucking Mongo tablets? That's my Mongo tablets. Cancel that. That's my Mongo tablets. They're on the side somewhere.
I'm getting Mongo tablets, I'm all right for that.
No, there they
I
are.
have them as well.
Where's me
I
mango
have my
tablets gone?
I don't know. Put on. I knew you'd been taking some else.
Oh, I'm not taking any fucking.
No, you need to rest it. I rested my hand and done out of it for 2 days. It feels well, not better, but all right now.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Oh, that's some.
I'll give you a pre-gambling, you'll feel like Superman.
No.
Where the fuck's me fucking painkillers gone?
Gamer.
What?
Oh, no, there they are, man. Begin with an M anyway. I know that much. I know that much nothing. Sort your pain right out them fucking men. They should have given me that instead of fucking codeine, actually, the hospital. Stupid cunts.
The new painkillers called Maltesers.
Hey, what's them up there? Right at the back. Yeah, them of them. Yeah, them of them.
Meloxicam.
What are they called?
Meloxicam.
Meloxicam, not.
Nah, you keep them, mate. I don't take tablets.
Oh, I'm not taking them no more, mate. But I'm just saying, if you're that much in pain, kid, and I've got you something else as well. I've got you some noodles, spicy noodles, kid. Yeah.
Fine.
And I'll even put a drop of that in for you as well. Well, make it hardcore.
You're just a nuisance, you aren't you?
Telling you, I'm not. I've been bad, man.
Oh, you are. You're a bloody nuisance.
He is. No,
Make a cup of tea, I'll be back now. You're all drinking tea. I'm going to make a cup. I'll be there now.
No, about that.
I've been quiet, mate. I've been chilled. I'm just chilling in the background, mate. I was off here all day yesterday. I popped in Michelle's last night, but I'm banned.
She's in the chat, Michelle.
She said
I
you're
think
not
she
banned.
put comment in saying you're not, yeah.
Yeah, she said you're not. Said she checked.
No, well, I was last night.
Big up the chat.
I know. I think her stream went down last night because she played something, didn't she?
Yeah, you've got to be careful playing over. I don't know why they do that, though. I don't know why they do that.
She said beforehand that she probably got a, kicked off for it.
No, you don't get a strike on out like that, though, the first time, anyway.
No, they just take the stream down.
Just shut your stream down, yeah. They just shut your stream down. But if you do it again...
Yeah, they fuck you off, don't they?
Yeah, because I done it. I was playing this thing called Rat Park about addiction. Fucking way back when. But I think it's because what it is, if you're playing it on a lab and I don't know, you've got 80 in, you're only getting one view for them 80. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the only thing I can think of anyway while they do it. It's on fucking YouTube anyway.
No, she got it in one there, because it's the truth, and people don't like the truth, and they don't like it.
It's not that, AJ. It's not that. It's just what I've just said. I done it right with an addiction thing called Rat Park, right? And fucking what you call it, it shut us down straight away, right? And I got warned. But what it is, because it was on YouTube, but I was playing it at like 30 odd or fucking 80 odd or whatever the number was back then, right? So for one view, right, that I'm playing it, but 80 odd people are going to see it. So the person who's uploaded it has lost out on 79 views, haven't they? That's what it is, man. That's the only thing I can think of, anyway. It's not because of what you're playing. It's not because of what you're playing, bro.
What you were playing was the truth.
You know what I mean? Listen, yeah. Listen, AJ, you were always watching. You were always watching nursery rhymes, aren't you, on your fucking on YouTube? Put a lab up, mate, and watch your fucking Jack and Jill and stream it and I bet you get it as well. I bet you shut you down.
Don't take it piss out of my fucking Jack and Jill. I like my
Dogs, just to say, I did that stream twice. I cancelled. I did another one, and I took the stream from Rumble, so it wasn't from YouTube.
All right.
Rumble, a completely different platform. They're getting wise. That was a truth video. It was called The Great Awakening, and I literally, so it went, and I closed the stream, did another one called Strike Imminent. We played it through Rumble. There was no reason for it to get shut down.
Yeah, I get you. I get you, yeah.
What did you get? They don't like the truth, Tobbs. This is why all these videos are on Rumble, not YouTube.
They're
I
on
know
Rumble.
you.
These are nothing to do with YouTube. They should never. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe I should have maybe changed the VPN or done something, but you know,
Oh, there's nothing you can do.
I've played them from Twitter and I've played them from Rumble before, and I played one that was worse than the one I was going to show. I played one called Died Suddenly from Rumble, and that should have got me took off. I played it twice, and that one should have got me took off, and yet that one went through.
Right. So after you done it twice, did you get a strike on the second one then, Michelle?
Yeah, my whole stream went down. The whole lot went down. The whole stream just ended, and I looked at my thing, and yeah, I've got copyright strikes all over it. So I'm just waiting to. I've got warnings coming up. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know how to work that shit. I
Yeah,
don't know
just appeal it. Just appeal it. Just
I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. It was honestly, it's worth a watch. It's called The Great Awakening. It's really good.
I've seen that somewhere. I've seen that. Someone shared that on a community post not long ago, I think. The Great Awakening.
Very good. Very
I've
good.
only just seen that the last couple of days or The Great
I'll
Awakening.
try again. I'm going to try again. I'm going to give it a day or two, and then I'm going to get Jay to load it up again and see what happens.
Yeah, be careful, Michelle. You might lose your channel, you know.
Listen, you know Joni. Some of you know Joni Rotten. I was in her stream the other day. She's American. She did a panel on menopause. She lost her channel because of that.
Wow.
The menopause and the menopause.
You're joking. You're joking.
Medical
on it.
misinformation, or Michelle.
Yeah, and do you know what though, Tyrone? I streamed that, and yet mine's private, and I haven't had anything.
Is that because of the video she played then?
Don't know.
Because of what was getting said, I reckon. It'll have been what was getting said in the stream. So, medical, so put it down to medical misinformation, I bet, Michelle.
Well,
yeah, so what I'll do, Tyrone, is I'll put her new channel on my community page and sub up to her.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
And then I don't know whether you'll be able to find her, Mins. That's a problem.
You know, freedom of speech is gone, don't you?
Oh, it's done. Freedom of speech is done. If we can't even sit and talk about menopause and menopause on an American channel, and she lost her channel because of it, it's mental. And do you remember Jason the other week? Wingnut, Wingnut, Anarchy. We all know Anarchy TV.
Yeah.
Wingnut. He restreamed his one, and Wingnut got a strike, and Jason didn't.
Wow.
Fucking backwards, isn't it?
So how does that happen?
Weird.
You get a strike for restreaming, and yet Jason didn't.
Is that because
it seems the Americans are getting hit more than us?
Is it because an American audience put a strike against him for some reason?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's the American. I know Joni has lost her channel so many times over the last 3 years. I can't even remember. I think she's in double digits. Wingnut also loses his channel. He's I don't know. I don't know whether they're on some list.
Okay.
If you look at the YouTube rules in different countries, they have different rules on YouTube. You know what you can upload and what you can't.
Yeah, she did, Dodge. Yeah, she did the other day. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. The menopause and the menopause. That's what we were talking about, weren't we, Tyrone?
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube's
I don't think
menopause,
there's any
isn't it?
misinformation in there. I thought it was all, all what we'd experienced, and that video. I can only think it's that video she played. Is there any misinformation on that?
I got one for medical misinformation, didn't I? But I just got a channel on and told to take a live down.
You got what?
And you know what? We don't hide it on mine. We say it openly. They don't even say like I would on here, the cupcakes. We don't say that on mine. We literally will say the word. Do you know what I mean? The thing in your arm. We just won't. We don't hide it. I hide it on other channels, but I don't hide it on mine. I'll say the word. It's all over my streams.
I don't. I say the safe. I don't say any other things or jibby jabbies. But it's none of them lives. I don't even know what live it is. It's just I don't know what the feck I've said.
I don't know. Well, look, Amanda lost hers, and it was her streams from months ago that were private. So the algorithm's picking up. Must be going. I don't know. I don't know what goes on, but yeah, mental. But I'm going to try again to stream it. If not, I'm going to do the Died Suddenly one again. See if I can get away with that one.
Hey, Joe, do you want a stick insect?
No, I was watching that the other day. I was watching that stick insect.
Oh, mate, yeah, I've got about 100.
Oh, have they breeded now?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
That Scottish wine, Buckfast.
Well, what we're going to do, shove it in an envelope, squash it down and fucking post it to me.
I'll come to your door, I'll give you 10.
And deliver. Gonna hand deliver it to your kid.
Yeah, well,
Fucking
and
hell.
deliver stick insects.
You only started off with 2, didn't you?
He's branching out.
Start off with 3, one bottle.
Branching out, get it? Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
So what do the baby ones look like? Are they that little small little twigs?
No, they come out as a little ball face the egg, and then they come out. They look like a scorpion, no, with like a curly tail where they like curl out of the egg.
Ugh.
That's weird, isn't it?
Ugh.
Then they shed the skin 3 times in their life. They get bright red legs and die after about a year and a half.
Michelle said she wants some.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
I'm going to this party, Michelle.
Oh, yeah, thanks for that.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what I wanted from
the
the
proper
north.
love it in Michelle's yard. She's got a nice yard, hasn't she?
Listen, I am not bringing you northern things down to our southern things. I get southern people, okay? You can shove it. You stick it up there with your north.
Big up the north.
Can you imagine if I did that and they were different? And
They couldn't handle us down south, Michelle, to be fair. Couldn't handle us northerners.
You are?
There's only
They couldn't handle us northerners down south, to be fair.
Yeah, all right, Tools.
We're too strong a character for you, southerners.
We send our southerners up to the north.
There already loads up here.
There is.
There must
Oh, I
be
see.
them for the week, because every week there's another one at the school, another like Cockney family or Southern family.
It's
They must be
cheaper.
moving.
Yeah, but you get so much more for your money up there. Even I see that down here, and I'm not even south. I mean, obviously, I do London and south, but I'm middle ground here, and even I can tell for what I get up there. I'm like, wow, geez,
Yeah.
it's like
It
I'm on
happens in
holiday.
the valleys and all, Michelle. People move from Cardiff up the valleys because,
Yeah,
you know, the
it's like
access
going on
to
holiday. It is. It's honestly, it's cheaper. It's
the infrastructure into Cardiff is so easy with the rails and the buses, and people move up and they get an house for a quarter what they pay in Cardiff, you know.
Yeah.
It's expensive down London.
My friend's come up from Essex. She's come up from Shoeburyness, and she just had a normal terrace house. She's about 10 miles away from me, and she's up here, and she's got like a 5-bedroomed house with like 4 bathrooms, gated community, and money in the bank.
Excuse me.
Money in the bank. She said she never thought she'd have a house this big.
Yellow Master Maria.
She was commuting from
There's some lovely places in Wales to be had. Rural, cheap. You wouldn't believe it. You know, cheap compared to the rest of the country.
Oh,
A 3-bedroom house across the road to me just went for 85 grand.
A what? A 3-bed?
Bedroom, front and back garden.
85.
Yeah, same as my house, same house as mine.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's on a council estate, though, isn't it?
Posh,
Nothing wrong with
You
that.
can get a terrace
wrong
with
with
big
the council
front
estate.
and back gardens down here for 80 in a small town or village. You know, 75, 80, 85. You can get a 2 or 3 bed terrace.
Bloody hell.
Do you want these noodles? And I'll drop them off now. I'm going out.
Yeah.
So I can pop them in if you want them.
Oh, God, you're going to have a burny mouth now, Nutter.
I'm the only gay in the village.
Don't do them on live.
Yeah, do them on live. Yeah, Dean done it on live, mate. He was running on the garden like a headless chicken, man.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Nutter, get some creme fraiche or yogurt, Greek yogurt. Get the yogurt in.
Yeah, but you can't have no drink for 5 minutes afterwards, Nutter.
Oh,
I'll
no.
tell you what's good ice cream.
Yeah, that's the challenge. That's the challenge, Michelle.
Yeah, ice cream and yogurt.
I ate
Didn't you ran around the garden, didn't you? Didn't even have a drink them up, did you, kid? Oh. You know what I mean? Doing backflips and that, man, weren't you?
There's no way I did anything out like that. No way.
Right, are we? Drinking 9. Right, I'm going to grab them now. I'm on my way. Nice one for having us on, Ministry.
No worries, Jobs.
At least I didn't bring no drama.
Yeah.
Not
See you,
today.
Tobbs.
No.
See you, Tobbs. See you, Tobbs.
Right, see you
Yeah.
later. See you later, Shell. Not else eating
Oh,
through.
Torbs, you're not banned. I did check.
I was last night.
You weren't, honestly. I see you come in. I see you come in. I highlighted your comment. I see
Oh,
you
did
come
you?
in, but you definitely weren't banned. I just went and had a look when you said it. I thought, what? He's not banned. So I just went into the studio. You're not banned at all.
All right, nice one then, mate.
All right. No worries.
Yeah, respect.
I was going to say, otherwise I'd be having words with them with the mods. They
No,
don't-
you were saying I'm
they
not.
don't
But
time
what it is,
out.
I'd put a comment in, Michelle. No one answered, so I phoned someone who was in your chat, and they said they couldn't see me.
Did they have the proper chat on, live chat?
I'm not sure that. I know they might not have.
Yeah,
Definitely.
honestly, I see you come in. I'm pretty sure I highlighted it, Torbs.
All right, then.
But I was on. I think you come in when the movie was on. I think.
Yeah, I can't remember to be fair, but all right. And right, so listen, I'm going to shoot because I'm getting dragged by the scruff of my neck of the shops.
All right.
You know what I mean? I have to get out to pass a test, man, so I can just sit with my feet up, man. Oh, fucking hell. Right, I won't be long, right? Right, catch you all later, guys. Nice one for having us on, Ministry. Respect.
Netta,
Right.
you're going to eat them noodles on the live, Netta?
Yeah, man.
Oh no! Can you let us know what morning, just in case it's one of them mornings I don't get up?
Well, it's now a 6 weeks old day, so I'll be able to do like a nighttime one probably, or tea
Oh,
time.
great. Yeah.
Oh,
You'll run the fire. Hot noodles are on the fire.
Yeah.
Your ass will be on fire, you mean?
Nutter.
Say that, Tyrone. I thought something else will be on fire. You know?
Nutter, right? This is what you do. You crush them up into a cup with your hands, yeah, and then you rub your eyes, and then you put some water in, and then you eat them. How's that?
Shut up. Nuisance
What?
child.
What's up with that?
Nuisance child?
Now, put some noodles down your pants, you'll be right.
I'm letting Michelle see, you know, these YouTube lunatics. Just tell them to shut up. Listen, shut up. You're in a corner for.
I don't want to go in the corner. I don't want to dunce that. I don't want to fucking go on the naughty step.
You never get off the naughty step. You live on it. With a tent there.
Hey, listen, I'm just pissed off. I don't like mods. You know what I mean? I'm not having no fucking on YouTube telling me what to do.
Okay, if you don't like mods, I'll take your spanner back. That's okay, fine.
No, I don't care about spanners. And if they want to say something, fucking jump on the panel with me. Simple as that. Fucked off with this YouTube, mate. Too many snowflakes.
Drone, you start a fucking argument in the phone box.
Yeah. Just me and the phone.
Yeah.
Can't walk past a mirror shop. That's what you looking at.
Oh, fucking hell. Don't start with the mirror shit. You sound like Steve Farthing.
Hey.
Not to mention that word here.
That's an insult.
Oh,
That's an insult.
I'm
That's an
joking,
insult.
of course.
Don't say his name 3
That
times.
is like the Harry Potter.
No,
innit?
not
He
3
who
times.
shall
No.
not be named.
You say it twice, not 3 times.
Exactly. You say it 3 times, he will turn up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice mask.
Oh, there he is.
Well, yes, surprise gamer doesn't show his face this morning.
Is he? I was going to say I haven't seen him for a few days. Is he all right?
It's a snake, him.
Nuisance. Another nuisance child, that one.
Oh, definitely.
He doesn't know what a nuisance child is. I'll fucking show him what a nuisance is.
Has anyone seen the film Problem Child?
No, that's not me.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
if you
not
haven't
something
seen
I'd
it,
go
I suggest you do see it.
The title would put me off. Is it a comedy?
It's
or
hilarious. It's a
Oh,
comedy.
comedy.
It's
Oh, right,
absolutely
okay,
hilarious.
all
It's from the late 80s or early 90s, where it's got
I
John
might
Ritter
have
in
seen
it.
it then.
And this little kid with a weird haircut, but it's hilarious. It's fucking.
I think
it's
I have
hilarious.
seen it, that. I think I've seen it.
It's chaos from start to finish. It's fucking just chaos.
No, Andy, but I'd like to stream it. I've got a link for it. It's in Rumble, but I'd like to stream that, but I don't know whether I dare to because it's meant to be quite horrible, isn't it? It's child trafficking, isn't it? But I would stream that in an instant. I'd just put a disclaimer up saying "Do not enter" if you don't want to watch it.
Well,
Michelle,
not the type of thing I'd watch, to be honest.
Michelle, I give the uploading a fucking rest for a bit. Yeah, you're gonna end up using your channel.
No, well.
Well, there's a way around it, and there's just you open if you want to stream that sort of thing, you open a second channel and just let people know via your first channel that it's on. And then if it's a second channel, it doesn't really matter if it gets a black screen or whatever, does it?
Probably get a
That's a
strike.
lot of work, though. It's a lot of work,
Wouldn't I? Oh dear. Never mind.
It's a good idea. That open a second channel, Michelle.
I'm not that bothered. I've never really. Do you know, every day, and I have done for the last, I don't know how long. You get up and you go, oh, I'm still on it.
Catch you in a bit, everybody.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
All right, Lala. No worries. Just going on.
Oh, I don't know. Right, I better go down. I think I'll have another cup of tea and then get my arse moving. I hate the weather when it's like this. It's fucking dull and dreary.
I think it's been raining everywhere.
Good for the garden, though. Just makes the grass look longer. And everybody must have known the rain was coming because I could hear all the lawnmowers going on all week, and Nyad didn't do mine. Right, Mins, thanks for having me on. I'm going to go and make a cup of tea.
No worries, Michelle.
Sorted.
Yeah,
Cheers
no
for
worries,
having me. All right, I just thought I'd say that, even Rumble.
Yeah, no worries.
And you know that usually from Rumble you're all right. Do you know what I mean? You don't take them off, does it? But never mind.
No.
Right, thanks for having me. Cheers. See you later.
No worries.
Bye.
I'll catch you in a minute.
Everybody's leaving, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to be too long about because my missus is she'll let me know when she's on her way back from the hospital, I expect.
Yeah, she'll say, "Get off that internet, I'm on my way back."
Well, I'm sat in her room, so I could swap devices. I hope I don't get a thing for this. If you're on the same problem, child, this is near the start. I don't know. I should full screen it probably.
I'm sorry, sisters. Please don't make me lift those heavy stones.
Oh yeah, I have to net you shit him.
I just want to be a good boy. I promise. You see that? Please give me another chance. I just want to learn my lessons and do my studies so I can be smart and become a priest.
You see that? A priest like a nun with a jacket. It's a boy nun. He wants to be a boy nun. Let me tell you something. It takes a big man to admit his mistakes, and there is a big man. It is in the opinion of myself and my agency, of which I represent, that Junior will not be removed from this orphanage.
Removed? What do you mean removed?
Oh, don't worry about it, Junior. You see, the nuns just made a suggestion you might be happier outside of the orphanage. What's so funny?
Who are you, stupid dick?
You see, not saying you'd rather not be in the orphanage, are you?
Boy, big much Peabody? I'm what?
You see, Mr. Peabody, the child is incorrigible.
I'm what? Why you speak English, lady?
Look, maybe what the child is trying to say is that...
I'll get rid of that before I get a black screen.
Yeah, Ministry, I've seen it before, but who did he remind you of when he said, "I just want to be a good boy"? That's exactly what he said. I just want to be a good boy. That's definitely me. But yeah, he's a little shit. They rehouse him, they put him in a foster care thing and he gets kicked out, doesn't they? Or something.
Yeah.
Lots of foster family.
Yeah, he goes to, well, I think a few, but the one fat bloke just can't see any wrong in him and it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, Ministry, the weather's broken a bit. I'm going to take the dog out.
Yeah, I'm going to get off as well before my
Yeah.
missus gets back.
In respect to the chat, big up
She'll
the
be
chat.
telling me off otherwise.
I got to go, Ministry, in case it, I want to get him out now. It's soft a bit, the weather. So have a good day, everyone.
All right.
Yeah, cheers, tight. Catch you in a bit.
There you go. I'm the only guy in the village now.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it at 2.5 hours. I think that'll do me. Get this room stink free for my missus because she doesn't like the smell of smoking. I've got to be honest.
All right, Ministry. Take care, yeah?
Yeah, in a bit. So shortish and sweet. I'm just going to play my usual outro. I'll probably get a copyright claim for the problem child thing, but that's all right. I don't mind. Java now.
Thank you fuckers for watching. Now piss off and find a less boring stream and recover some of the brain cells you lost while watching Ministry of Madness.